Hi, welcome to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned into this channel once again. If you do enjoy watching or listening to this reading, if you could please click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Today's reading is for the Divine Feminine, or any female who are listening or watching this reading at this present time. You do not need to be on a spiritual soul journey or life path to watch this reading. It's for anyone. Today's reading is a weekly reading and it's to do shadow work, okay? And shadow work is just basically it just helps us to gain inner wisdom and hidden knowledge about ourselves, okay? And then we can use um that information or guidance to help us transform, to be more creative, make better judgments, decisions, and life choices, and to help us to gain power or more power over our own lives. Because our fate is in our hands. In other words, destiny is in our hands, and it is the end result of how we choose to live our life. All right. Before I start the reading, I'd just like to thank all my subscribers, all my supporters, anyone who have tuned into my channel, who have watched my readings out on YouTube, who have left comments, click the like button. Thank you so much for your support. All right. So the first oracle deck I'm going to be using is called Urban Crow, okay, and it's by MJ Collingman. All right, so I'm going to select three cards from this deck and consult with the ancestors to see what messages they have for the divine feminine, or any females who are watching this reading at this present time, what areas or what things they should be looking into or working on, all right, in terms of uh, their shadow work, all right. So, and then I'm going to consult with the booklet to just give us more guidance about what messages that popped out. So I'm going to select three cards from this oracle deck. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards a bit, So, and dearly beloved ancestors, what messages do you have for the divine feminine or any females who are watching this reading in terms of doing their shadow work? Dearly, dearly beloved ancestors, what additional messages do you have for the divine feminine um, in regards to their shadow work? What is it that they need to know? I think too many cards are coming out. Oh. Oops, this one just wanted to fly out. Dearly beloved ancestors. Take this one. Okay, I've got three cards here. The first one, it's all about it says direction. Okay, the second one, and it's on the number 12. And when this, if it's a double number, we normally add the two numbers, which will give you a 3. And it's all about union, it's all about the divine feminine energy. Okay. as well as unity. And please take whatever messages that resonates. Please take what resonates, okay? Um, the second message that came out, it says isolation, and it's on number 27. If you add the two numbers, it's a 9, and it's all about completion in tarot, okay? And and the third one, it's on a number 34. Okay, if you add the two numbers, it's a 7. It's all about higher purpose. Okay, and the word here, it says observation. That's the message that's coming for the third, on the third card. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to refer to the um, booklet just to give us a better understanding about now. Please take what resonates. Tarot is timeless. Okay, it could be I might just mention something that might have, it could be something to do or linked with something that's happened in the past. Okay, it's probably happening now or going to happen in the future. All right, so please take what resonates. All right, but these are I should say the areas or the issues um, that we might have to look into, okay? Because, as I said, shadow work is all about um, gaining inner wisdom and hidden knowledge about ourselves, okay? And then we can then use that information to help us transform and to also not only to be more creative, but to make better choices, life decision, um, and make better judgments in certain situations. All right. So I'm just going to just refer to the booklet and see what the first card is all about. All right. So the message here, all right, and this is for the divine feminine or any females who are watching this or listening to this reading at this present time. All right. It says here, each evening at around dusk, hundreds of crows fly over my apartment, and on their way to their evening roost, they are not distracted by the sights and sounds of the city. The crows are focused on moving in one direction. When you know where you are going, it is easier to stay on the path. Direction brings clarity and creates a roadmap to success. Direction is a call for you to find your North Star, your point on the map that represents your big goal, the destination that no roadside attraction can lure you away from. When you know exactly where you are going, you will be able to stay focused. You'll be able to recognize when an opportunity is nothing more than a tempting diversion from your goal. When you pull the direction card, take time to check to see if you know where you are going. Do you see your path before you? So I think the first card here is all about um, getting some form of direction in our life, all right? And what the ancestor is saying here, okay, is saying that if you want to achieve something, okay, that we should stay focused, all right? Because if we're just giving an example about the crows, saying that even though like the crows fly over a busy city, but they remain focused on what or where they need to go or what they need to do, all right? And also as just encouraging us that we shouldn't, if we want to do something, if we plan to do something and it's beneficial to our for ourselves, for our health, okay, we shouldn't let anything distract us, okay, or change our minds, okay. We should just stay focused on whatever it is that we want to do or what we want to achieve in life, all right. um so this is a very uh uh interesting and nice message that's come out here, all right. And as I said, please take what resonates, all right. So it could be this message could be for some uh of you, females who are watching this reading at this, or listen to this reading at this present moment. Okay, so the second one here, it says isolation. So I'm just going to read quickly what this is all about. Okay, all right. So the message here is, even when surrounded by a group, we all have experienced a feeling of being alone at one time or another. You may need to consider if you are holding back input out of fear or expressing an unpopular opinion. This card may also indicate a group or community that didn't connect with your beliefs, causing you to feel ostracized. Use this time to look inward, examining what ideas or insights come to mind. Isolation may also indicate a need to remove yourself from a situation to quiet your mind and contemplate your next move. Isolation may bring to the surface feelings associated with abandonment and can represent a block centered around a fear that your actions may lead to not being accepted or removed from a group. Fear of being cast aside might result in you limiting your potential by withholding ideas or suppressing inspiration. For example, if you grew up in a home where lack and scarcity of resources was a dominating factor, and now as an adult you have opportunities to create financial freedom, the fear of no longer fitting in with your family may prevent you from reaching your greatest potential. If you are successful, you may risk conflict with your family as your paths diverge. So, here again, it's talking about the issue of isolation. Okay, it's saying that there's two ways. Okay, we could feel isolated. All right, it could be that uh we could be in a group or workplace. Okay, that we don't seem to fit in. All right, and as a result, what's our ancestors are advising that maybe there might be a need to remove ourselves, or maybe to look for something else, something new, okay, to do, or maybe to associate with people who have something in common with us, if it's to do with a group, or to do with friends and things like that, okay, as well as it could be to do with family as well. And on the other hand, it's also saying that there could be a chance that if we sort of isolate ourselves from people who wanting to have some form of friendship or to communicate with us, or if it's family members, okay, there is a danger that we should try to move away from that as well, because that could also be bad for us in our mental health. So it's all about like finding some form of balance here, okay, finding as it says, that moving ourselves from a situation, we should quiet our mind and contemplate, okay, what is because that will give us an opportunity to make a decision whether we should stay, okay, or go, or still associate with person, people, place, or things, or whether we should sort of let go of whatever that is not making us happy. All right, so these messages, as I said, is for, it could I mean, some uh, of you who are watching or listening to this reading, both messages could apply to you in some way in your life, or it could just be one message. So please just take what resonates, all right? And the third one is about, it says observation. So I'm just going to quickly read this out loud to give us more of an understanding of what the third card means. It says, the crow watches the spider, intrigued by how it catches its meals. The crow could simply pluck that spider right up, but instead it decides to learn a little first. Observation asks that you hold back from reacting and take some time to analyze the situation. There may be something of value that will only reveal itself if given the time. This card may also indicate that you would be better served by being a spectator and staying out of a situation. You will learn more from listening than from talking. Okay. So the third card is also about us if you are in some form of situation. It could be to do with a relationship, it could be to do with family, friends, whatever. And it's things that there are times when we need to talk and sometimes we need to listen. And maybe what our ancestors is saying that we should also sort of demonstrate the skill of observation, where we just sometimes pull our energy back, observe certain things, okay, and then before we make um, any decision or rational decision, okay, it could even be a life changing decision about a situation, it could be about a person as well. So is so that again, as I said, these are just three areas, okay, in our life that we could sort of work on, all right, because it's all to do, this is all part of shadow work, okay. Maybe, as I said, please take what resonates. All three could probably you might somehow it might relate to what is going on in your life. There might be one of them or two or three, all right. So please just take what resonates, all right. Okay, so these are the messages that the ancestors want to give to us, okay, in regards to part of doing the part of doing shadow work, okay, going within, trying to see where which areas of our life we may need to work on, or things that we need to work on, all right, to make us feel more content, more happy in our lives, okay, within ourselves, and also, in all the other relationships we have in our life. All right. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use a second deck, and it's called Keepers of the Light, and it's by Carl Gray. All right. So I'm just going to remove these cards here and select three from this deck. It's called Keepers of the Light. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to consult with the spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Okay, what messages they have for the divine feminine, or any female who are watching this reading at this present moment. As I said, you don't need to be on a spiritual soul journey or life path to watch this reading. It's for anyone. And then I'm going to consult the book to just give us a better understanding what messages that's uh, for the divine feminine. Okay, so their spirit guides, angels, their spirit guides, angels, archangel, their spirit guides, angels, archangels. What messages do you have for the divine feminine? Okay, so I've got three cards here. All right, the first one is from Archangel Michael. All right, and the message here is trusting heaven. And the message that Archangel Michael would like to give to all the females who are watching or listen to this reading today, he says, you are safe, angels stand close, surrender your concerns, and allow a miracle to occur. All right. So this is for the divine feminine, any females are watching this reading at this present time. So the first message is from Archangel Michael. All right. This the second message that came out is from the divine director, and it says intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. All right. And I believe that he is a spiritual guardian, okay, in the spiritual realm. All right. So I'm going to just pop this on stand. And then the third card that came out, okay, it's from the Holy Spirit, okay, and the message here says expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So very beautiful messages there for the divine feminine. All right. There's a lot of purple hair on these cards. An indigo to do with the crown chakra, the third eye chakra, which is to do with the subconscious mind. Okay, where all hidden knowledge and wisdom about us and our past lives is found. And we also have blue as well. Okay, to do with the throat chakra, which is all to do with our self-expression, creativity, and our communication. All right. So let me just refer to the booklet and just see. I just want to just read a bit more about these messages. Okay. That came out. So first of all, let me just read. I'm going to read on the first card. Sorry, which is page 20. All right. So, okay. So the message is your angel team is with you now. You are not in this alone. You may be feeling sensitive or overwhelmed, but your angels are inviting you to take a step back so that they can come in and share their light of miracles. You may feel that your prayers aren't heard, but that doubt blocks solutions from entering your life. Know that Archangel Michael and his legion of angels are here to help clear anything that's not serving you so that you can allow in the miracles of change that you deserve. Wow. So Archangel Michael, okay, he's one of the four major archangels, okay, in the Abrahamic religions, okay. His twin flame is faith, all right, and he's loved all over the world because he is the patron saint of protection, okay, and he wields his bright sword of light to help us detach from dramas, challenges, or fears, okay, and so if you want to know more about archangels, okay, and their role, I do have a book, and it's also by the same author, called Gray of this deck, all right, and it's called Angel Press, and you can always call on the angels, archangels, or other spiritual beings to help you in any area of your life, all right, and so we have Archangel Michael here with us. Okay, he's around us as well as a legion of angels here, and he's telling the divine feminine, and all any females who are watching or listening to this reading that you are safe. So there's no need to worry. All right. So I'm just going to quickly just read about the next card. Okay, it's from the divine director, all right, which is on um, page 100. So please bear with me, please. All right. So okay. So I'll just tell you a bit about the divine director. He is the facet of the heart of the Creator. According to New Thought teaching, his energy is merged directly with God's divine plan so that we can access it and understand on a deeper level what will support our true function, which is to be happy. The divine director works directly with angels and in particularly guardian angels so that they can fulfill their role of supporting the earth and all of her people. Right now, your angels are reminding you that your divine purpose on earth is to remember love and do what makes you happy. All right, and the extended message here is divine intervention is taking place at this time. What is occurring in your life is providing a real learning curve for your soul. You are becoming aware of a sense of purpose in your life. It gives you a sense of joy. It's something that brings you pleasure rather than something you have to work for. Know that your career can complement your purpose but not define it. But the path you are on at this time is right, and the universe is encouraging you to move forwards. All right, um so please take what resonates here, okay? And some of these things are just a bit of encouragement, okay? If we need some form of assurance, okay, regarding some decision, or it could be to do with our career, all right? And it's just saying that once, in other words, once we feel happy, content in whatever we do, then it's just a reassurance that we are on the right path, all right? Because we are doing what pleases us, what is making us happy, all right? And I'm just going to quickly read on the third card, all right, which is from the Holy Spirit, all right? And just going to quickly get to this page, all right? And it says here, um, it says, expect the unexpected, expect miracles. A real turnaround is possible now. Angels are dancing around you. Leave behind thoughts, memories, and feelings that are no longer serving you. And remember the love that you are. Move into your heart and allow that love to shine out into the world. Then miracles can happen. All right. So it's all about uh like moving away from situations that no longer serves our highest purpose. All right, and it just goes on to say that according to the spiritual text, of course, in miracles, the Holy Spirit mediates between illusion and truth. It's the essence that allows one to move beyond the illusion of fear or the illusions that our fear has created. Okay, it's the holiest light of truth and love that we can ever experience, an aspect of our truest self, the self that never is separated from God. When it appears in a reading, prepare for the miraculous. Wow. So here the Holy Spirit is here with us now, okay, telling us that obviously that love is real, okay, and that miracles will occur naturally, all right, and that whatever decisions we make in our life, okay, which is for our highest good, all right, which is beneficial for us, the Holy Spirit has our backing in making those changes, okay. It could be to make changes in regards to becoming a better version of ourselves, okay, or else or maybe changing a situation. Maybe we might be in a job that we know or place workplace, or and we want to make a few changes, okay, to make us feel more happy, more content in our life. And here the spirit, we have the backing of Archangel Michael to say that we are protected, that they're there to guide us, as well as God the divine director, okay, to helping us move into a place that is for our highest good. And also we've got the Holy Spirit here, okay, which is the power of the Most High, who is also here with us at this present time, okay. And we can call on the divine, the angels, archangels, okay, at any time to make any anytime we need help, or we want to make any decisions or major life decisions in our life, okay, we can always call on them for assistance, okay, and they are there to assist us, right? So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to use another deck, all right, and this is called the Star Seed Oracle, okay, and it's by Rebecca Campbell. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to select two cards from this deck, okay, and see what additional messages um, they have for the divine feminine, any females who are watching this reading at this present time. So let's see what messages spirit guides, the angels have, what additional messages they have for the divine feminine. So their spirit guides, angels, archangels, dearly beloved ancestors, dearly beloved ascending master. What additional messages? The spirit guides, angels, archangels. What additional messages do you have for the divine feminine, any females who are watching reading in terms of their just wanted to come up, but let me just, their spirit guides, angels, archangels. What additional messages do you have for the divine feminine in terms of their shadow work? Just trying to see if another card will come out. The spirit guides, angels. Okay. Okay, so the two that wanted to come out, I've got all paths lead home. Okay, and it says at the bottom here, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. All right. And then the second card that wanted to come out, it says Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. All right, so these are the cards that wanted to come out. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to refer to the booklet to give us a better understanding what these cards mean. All right, so to room 34. Okay, so um, the message here is that um, it's normal to look to the external world for answers and guidance. What revolutionary is turning your gaze inward? You're being called to source your guidance from within, to study the terrain of your inner landscape, to develop a reliable relationship with your soul. The more time you spend connecting with your soul, the deeper the connection will become. The challenge for empaths is staying connected without cutting off from the world. The best way to do this is to develop a daily practice that helps you to keep checking in to draw on the wisdom within and to let that be the authority in your life. If this card appears, you may be called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice, to get in the habit of turning your gaze within, getting centered for the day. Before consuming anything from the outside world, to start from a feeling of at homeness, and throughout each day to find simple ways to keep coming home. This doesn't mean switching off from realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people as possible living with their eyes wide open. Rather, it's a call to start your day from a place of connectiveness, grace, and devotion. So when you go out into the world and when you let the world in, you do it from an unshakable state of being, a state where you draw your strength, authority, and guidance from a place deep, deep within. So, and the Starseed Soul Inquiry is that how are you being called to turn your gaze within? So, I think it's all about, like stepping back, taking some time out, especially in the morning, doing a bit of prayer, meditation, try to quiet our mind a bit, okay, before we start the day, okay, because what the spiritual our spiritual team is saying is that a lot of the answers we have are sometimes within us. It's the God's feeling, it's the subconscious mind, it's the third eye chakra, okay, and the intuition is one of the greatest gifts that the divine can ever give to us, okay, and it's a bit like a compass that we can use to navigate through life, all right. And what the spiritual our spiritual team is just saying is that like sometimes, okay, that it's always good to take some time, especially in the morning before we start our day, all right, to just take some quiet moments, quiet our mind. If you I don't know if you probably do meditation, but you could, there are so a lot of uh, uh, meditation videos that are out on YouTube. Okay, there are also musical. So if you don't like the ones where they either guide someone is guiding you through the meditation, okay, there are musical meditations. Or if you want, you can just go out in nature or somewhere quiet, okay, and just in silence and just quiet your mind, and then whatever answers that you need, okay, may come to you, either through the meditation or just after you've meditated, so it's very these are very uh, nice messages that's come out, okay. And it's even there are times when sometimes if I'm worried or I'm thinking about what should I do next, or what is the next move, or if I want planning to do something new, all right. Sometimes while I'm meditating or after I've meditated or taken some quiet time out or moved my energy or pulled my energy away from certain things, it could even happen during the day, all right, while I'm walking, I'm out in nature, okay, certain things will come to my mind. I say, oh, right, this is, or maybe I might, start getting pieces to the puzzle of something or something that I was worried or thinking about, okay. So what this our spiritual team is just saying that to take time out, take some quiet time out, if we want to, if we're planning to do something, or if something is worrying us, like to just take some time before we make any decisions or to make our next move, all right. So and I'm just going to read quickly what the uh last card that came out, what it's all about. I'm assuming it's most likely to do with sort of um some form of learning here. So let's see what this card is all about. All right. So again, it says Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. All right, and it says here, if you pull this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Pulling this card can also mean that you're being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. This could be through structured learning, such as university, school, or training course. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, you're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth. After all, relationships are known as the number one way that we grow as souls while we're here on earth. Okay, and the star seed soul inquiries is, how are you being called to grow or learn? All right, so it doesn't matter what situation we may find ourselves in, whether it's to do with friends, family, to do with personal relationships, okay, to do with individuals. All right, it's just saying that life is all about lessons, it's all about soul growth. Okay, that we should, if something doesn't work, if you made a decision, something doesn't work, it could even be a relationship, it doesn't work, that we shouldn't beat ourselves about it. We should just forgive ourselves, forgive the other person, and move on. All right, it's all about experiences, it's all about growth. Okay, and that's why we are here on this planet to grow, evolve, and to be better versions of ourselves. All right. So these are just things that areas, as I said, please take what resonates. So if you are sort of like at the moment facing any of these issues in your life, okay, these are just areas that we can look at, we can work on. All right, and that's what shadow work is all about. It's all about like going within, um, trying to gain inner wisdom and hidden knowledge about ourselves, and how we can then use this information to help us make better judgments, decisions, and life choices. Okay, and to somehow be able to gain more power over our own lives. Okay, because as I said earlier on before the reading, that destiny is in our fate is in our hands, destiny is our hands, is the end result of how we choose to live our life. All right, now before I conclude this reading, all right, there's just a few crystals. Okay, if you are interested in working with crystals, meditating with crystals, purchasing them, or to have them around your home, all right, or if you want uh, a few to, or if you want to know a few crystals that you can help you when doing shadow work, I've got a few here. Please check the description box after this reading. I do have other readings out on YouTube. You please, uh, if you have a chance to check them out. And I've also got one about why, like why shadow and inner soul, inner work, inner child healing is so important, and the crystals that you can use. I've got one on crystals as well, and I'm just going to just go briefly to show you the ones I've got. And as I said, please check out the description box for more information about shadow work, as well as inner child, inner soul healing, as well as when it comes to soul retrieval and so forth. So some of the crystals I have on hand at the moment. Okay, I've got Muscovite. Okay, it's a very good crystal for shadow work, also for uh um introspection, all right, or self-reflection. All right, I've also got as well uh Snowflake Obsidian. All right, I've got Rutillated Quartz. It's a very good one as well, especially if you want to embark on something new, or you've just left a toxic relationship, or or situation. This stone is very good. It's also good for healing, uh, 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 any form of a situation in your life, all right, rutilated quartz, or to do any clearing work. I should say. I've got I've got Lepidolite as well. Okay, this is a very good one. It's a very good stone to balance, cleanse, and heal uh, the third eye and crown chakra. I've got Labradorite. It's also a very good one as well. It does almost same thing. All right, as and even more. It's known as you could say like it's almost like a spiritual teacher. This one here, Labradorite. All right. I've also got Moonstone, and you can use moonstone. This is called peach moonstone, but it's the most popular moonstone. And if you are interested in moonology or moon astrology, or you want to work with the phases of the moon or the phases or cycles of the moon or the moon energies, moonstone is a very good popular one. All right, it's associated with the moon. I also have as well. I have Iolite is also a very good one, all right, for shadow work. I've also got uh, Lapis Lazuli is very good for the third eye, the subconscious mind, as well as the throat chakra, okay, to help in terms of creativeness, communication, all right, and self expression. And but last but not least, the most important one of all is the rose quartz, all right, which is all to do with self care, self worth, self love. It's a stone that represents unconditional love, okay, for yourself and for the oneness of creation and the divine. All right, so please check the description box, okay, for information about the crystals and about to do with shadow work and any other things that you are interested in regards to the inner child or inner soul work, and what crystals that you can use to help you. All right, that's if you're interested in healing with crystals, all right, or working with crystals, I should say. So, as I said before, if you would want to know more about crystals, please check out the ones the videos I've got out on YouTube. And once again, if you do enjoy watching this or listening to this reading, if you could please click the like button, subscribe, or share, or just leave a comment. And thanks once again to all my supporters, anyone that's tuned in, that's watched my readings out. Thank you so much for your support, and to all my subscribers. Thank you once again for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support. See you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.